watched that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we valley well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Oh,
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary.
Oh, heavens no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great! I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. It's so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Just keep going for fuck's sake.
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my on-screen coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team.
Yeah!
And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all three of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face.
Oh. What am I doing with the...
I could be you.
Oh, she's looking at me.
And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
It doesn't sound anything like that.
Life can be cheeky. If you work as a team.
I don't know.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cruel laps. I'm a mother-loving rebel, but I still love maths.
What was the bit where I try and get the double... I've got to get in tune.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum if for dinner he had to wait. Where's my dinner? Woman?
It's not ready!
Where's my dinner? Woman?
Go!
Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be cheeky.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Oh, I did terrible switching around.
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Oh, that was brilliant. I got a B for that, despite messing up the thing at the end. Oh, okay, better than before. So, outstanding censoring, some interference, editing was just terrible, late to ads constantly. Brilliant.
Hello, mate. I see they've got the store back. That's great. I love fucking shopping.
Oh, is this what I can spend money on?
Bit of a big night, to be honest. Anyway, over here, that's how much money you've got. You'll get more money. the better
Upgrades.
the forecast will do. These tabs take you to the bits and
Oh,
pieces and sections of the
auto
store.
bleep.
You can fix stuff, you can upgrade stuff, or you can just buy really cool stuff to put around the studio.
Right.
Right, mate. The final thing you've got to know, if you want to buy something, you just click on it and go ka-ching. Nah, but there's no refunds. No refunds. So take care, make sensible decisions. Don't be like that.
No, my overheating, I've never seen that. I haven't had any overheating yet. Any stress at work?
I'm Megan.
Alcoholic avian. Seriously quizzical. Look at your wall and remember the good times. I feel like I should be going for repairs. Things broken.
I'm Megan.
So, like, upgrade. Satellite I love. Satellite that finally responds faster than your mum. Literally filters white noise out of the broadcast. Now, if you only have to worry if people are actively hacking in, and that never happens. Wait. Oh, okay. When you choose a screen during a music section, the vision mixture will wait for the next perfect rhythmic point and switch on the beat. Oh, see, that'll be useful then. Oh, let me get the Satellite of Love. Any toys I can... No toys. Brilliant. Right. So, I kind of want to... Oh, so we've seen the election. Well, let's go and see what it says. Have a quick
Well,
drink.
in a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's National Nightly News. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East Grinching.
Oh, is this the same?
That's followed
Did
at
I-
8 p.m. by award-winning documentary
Oh,
series
did I not pick the
The
right one?
Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history.
Wait, did I go and... Oh, I did day 1. There we go.
Let's take a look at what's in store tonight on Channel 1. Kicking off our evening schedule is a retrospective of the best moments from Peter Clement's Just the Job, reminding us just how our new Prime Minister became so popular in the first place. Following that, at 9 p.m, Megan Wolfe sits down for an exclusive interview with former Prime Minister Jacob Hamilton-Mann in Truth to Power, and she'll be asking him where it all went so horribly wrong. I'll certainly be tuning in for that. Finally tonight, at 10 p.m, it's a bit of escapism, with Lawrence Blunderclatch's acclaimed action movie, Bullet Man, taking us up to the National Weather Report and close down at midnight. But before all that, it's time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's National Nightly News.
Kind of want to see the rush for the music. Hey, friendship. Hey, G, how are you?
Oh, where is he? In his dressing room, probably banging his head against the wall.
Look, it's alright, I've got this.
I'm sure he's on his way.
Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be?
This is on you.
10 seconds, everybody. Welcome back. Megan Wolfe.
We're going to open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4.
I want to hear what they say afterwards. How you doing, G?
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries
he
of the
swearing?
assets and wealth. A team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, friendship on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one.
I'll look at that another time. Right. Continue. Uh-oh. Am I going to get into trouble now with how I answered? A late night. You arrive home after another long shift to find a note waiting for you on the countertop. You recognise Sam's hurried scrawl. Chris has been evicted for not paying rent. You know where this is headed. No, it came out about a week or two ago on Dennis. Sam's gone to pick up Chris's stuff from the street. Don't wait up. Underlined twice. So this is your fault now, is it? You sulkily pressed play on the cheap horror film you were going to watch together. It used to absolutely terrify you as a kid, but always makes the two of you laugh. It's not the same without Sam, but you still chuckle to yourself occasionally. Just as you get to the good bit, the part where Candy decides to investigate alone, your 14-year-old son interrupts. He wants to go to a friend's house. He looks at you in a way only a child can, pleading but somewhat different. You'll let him go as long as he promises to be home by 11. You tell Charlie no. He knows that he's not allowed out late on school night. Exactly. Don't say no is no. Hey, Kentish man. Probably. Charlie's voice gets louder and louder as he sees you're not going to change your mind. You pretend that it's for my own good, but really you just want to be left alone. I fucking hate you. He hesitates. He knows he's gone too far, but in his rage he can't bring himself to back down. Before you could open your mouth, he storms up the stairs and slams his door. Give him some space. Yes, I'll check in on him before I go to bed. You knock on Charlie's door, and when there's no answer, you quietly open it. Your son is under the duvet sulking. He's determinedly facing the wall, but once it's clear you're not leaving until he talks to you, he sighs and turns to face you. He needs to learn to control his temper. He begrudgingly apologises for his outburst, and both of you sleep much easier having cleared the air. Oh, that's a good answer. So this is a propaganda simulator. You're in. It's a bit like Five Nights at Freddy's, although I've not played it. A tight Christmas. Oh dear. You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has settled on the grass outside. The kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You did always have a soft spot for Christmas. You're sitting at the head of the table now. Your dad's place. It's been a tense afternoon. Everyone can feel it. It's the first time you've seen Chris since you refused to part with your passport. It's a big change for Sam. The two siblings used to be inseparable. Christmas is usually such a nice time of year. The clatter of cutlery is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. You having a nice Christmas, Grandma? You make a toast. You stay silent. You make a toast. Stand and raise your glass. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm glad we're all here. There are murmurs of cheers and much clinking of glasses. Chris doesn't move. Yeah, we're all here. No thanks to you. Chris, sighs Sam. Come on now, it's Christmas. Can't we put that behind us? Sam's right. Let's try and enjoy ourselves. Chris turns away from you, taking some frustration out on a cheap cut of roast chicken. Your daughter Susie seizes the opportunity to corner you. You know how you love me. You chuckle. This sounds familiar. I'm not going to like this, am I? You joke. Susie rolls her eyes. You know me and my friends are planning on going travelling this year, Susie begins innocently. I was hoping you'd help me with the money. She's interrupted by Chris and makes a derisive snort. I wouldn't hold your breath, Suze. Not known for your generosity, are you, Alex? Chris, do us a favour, shut your mouth. Ignoring Chris, you smile at your daughter. We'll see so many parts of the world and learn so much about other cultures, Susie gushes. You sigh and lower your voice. You know money is really tight now and Grandma's staying here. We just don't have that kind of money, Suze. But please, Harriet's parents are helping her. Alright, fine. We'll find a way to make it work. Sam interrupts. Sorry, were you just going to consult me on this, or were you going to just carry on pretending I don't exist? You feel your cheeks flush red and turn away so Chris can't see. You know you haven't been the most attentive lately, but this rebuke still seems harsh. Sam exhales and begins to brighten. But luckily for someone, I agree. This is a great opportunity, and I'm sure we can find the money somewhere. Sam isn't looking at you. Charlie excuses himself awkwardly as you start to clear the plates in silence. Have you had a nice birthday, Pat? Your mother chimes in cheerfully. Merry fucking Christmas. I get the feeling Ben never breathes between a sentence. I don't. Who breathes? Oh, welcome, Windfall. You're leafing through the pile of accumulated posts. Each new bell pulls on your gut like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. Recognizing the teal advance logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Winston residents, thank you for sending us your passports for approval. We can now confirm the receipt and validation for the new Assets and Wealth Redemption scheme. Hopefully this will make the last month of arguments with Sam worth it. As such, it is our pleasure to enclose a cheque which we hope you will see as symbol not only of our gratitude to you, but of our unwavering commitment to creating a society free of inequality. The throbbing of your fresh, speed-induced paper cut is the only reason you can believe you're awake. A cheque, and a sizable one at that. Chris was right, advanced really are redistributing wealth. We will continue to strive for the betterment of this nation and its people. Forwards together, Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. The weight of your financial burdens lessens slightly. It's bliss. So I think it's... Hagarasis Sam is a man. I think it's deliberately ambiguous. Yeah, that's true. No, I speak a lot more slowly at work. Why does the zip on this damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year you and Sam go away for the weekend, usually camping, but you're not made of money. You've been looking forward to it for ages, finally getting some time alone together where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance and some peace and quiet. The zip finally gives up and the battle and you gives up the battle and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is still blinking on the whole table. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bozeman. I'm calling to inform you that you'll be required to work this weekend. Your heart sinks. Some information has come to light concerning the rising tensions between our nation and foreign powers, and the National Nightly News team will be working round the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I will expect your attendance tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Shock turns to annoyance and then fury. What are you going to tell Sam? Sam comes downstairs brimming with excitement. Kissing you, they grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags into the back. Ignore the message you need this weekend. Apologise profusely to your spouse, but you really should go into work. Bozeman's temper is legendary, yeah. Sigh heavily. You're going to go, aren't you? The voice behind you makes you whip round. You nod simply. Of course you are. It's too much to expect for you to put your family first for once, God forbid. I don't know why I bother, Alex. I really don't. And with that, Sam's gone. The front door swings silently. Yeah, I don't want to upset Mr. Bossman or Bozeman. A permission slip. Your son Charlie hovers at your elbow as you read. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like reaping the benefits of cooperation? Join the advanced go-getters today. Forwards together. This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. Charlie grabs the flyer from you and thrusts a form into your hand. So I can walk there straight from school and Ben's sister can drop us home after. So you won't have to do anything. You signed the permission slip for your son to join the advanced go-getters. Yeah. Your son is thrilled. It's heartwarming to see him so passionate about becoming an active part of the community. This can only be a good thing. So yeah, they're going to give me money, I think, if I'm loyal. I am very basic. Some guys at work gave them to me. Ooh, they can't go. Sam's standing in front of you branching 2 tickets. You see the title in bold letters. Alan James is right. In front of you. That's the guy from the TV. I'm really unsure. What do you think? Shall we go? Free tickets, free tickets. He's a character and it'll be hilarious. I don't think so. The guy's a nut job. Yep. I'm sorry you say, but I can't sit through any more of his crap. Sam burst into fits of laughter. Thank God, I was worried you were going to say yes. You decided to stay in and eat pizza. Alan James isn't worth your time. Yeah, he was the anarchist guy. That's why I said no. A profitable partnership. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the post sorted into piles, as Sam has taken to doing recently. Most of it is the usual rubbish, but a letter with the increasingly familiar advanced logo and urgent respond immediately, plastered on the front in a correspondingly urgent red font, grabs your attention. Let's get it over with. Dear Winston residents, the latest letter is to inform you that the advanced government has taken another step forward in our fight for equality. By nationalising the largest private corporations and redistributing their resources among the citizens of this great country, the Partnership Bonds programme ensures that wealth created by the people is delivered to the people. You don't remember this being in the manifesto? Every household will become a partner in 2 of 4 carefully selected institutions chosen by Advance for consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Please select one of the following. Whether it's cosmetics, clothing or culture, we see the beauty. Neil's Deals Limited, it's a steal from Crazy Neil. Pleasure Corp, our business is your pleasure. From sport to travel or even just some you time, you can't say pleasure without leisure. That's true. Remington Swiss PLC, we're everywhere and everything, a worldwide company for worldwide community. Don't Feed the Monkeys, I've not heard of that one. Which one should I go for? Please select one of the following. Pleasure. And your second bond. cosmetic product. Thank you for your... Please return this form with the envelope provided. You'll receive a report from your partnerships in 3 to 6 working months. It seems even advance can't defeat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy. The future of this nation is in partnership. Forwards together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Just how much influence could you have? So I could maybe, when I'm working, influence it so I get more money. Like 4 or 5 months in, or 5 months in. It's definitely an interesting game, this. Day 153, The Tempest. Ooh, here we go. Oh, God, that's the thing again.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here.
Bozeman.
Your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other 2, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Total pimp. My God, that weather looks nasty.
Let's check your prostate. Wait, what? Why can't I... Oh, wait, do I need to turn all these plugs on? Yeah.
He chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you.
Check your prostate.
It probably is a really awful day.
Advance.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4,
Oh, who's going first?
3.
Time for the National Nightly News with Jeremy Donaldson and
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings,
I like it.
could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
Resist.
A house
Disrupt.
divided.
Oh.
Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, embittered doctors Ingrid Svorsborg-Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options to end the growing tensions.
Since splitting into 2 opposing
Dante's
camps
taint,
on
yeah.
day 4 of the expedition, relationships between the factions and their leaders have only worsened.
Dr. Wong's team have successfully prototyped what they're calling shanks of deterrence, while Dr. Svorsborg-Horgensvoord claims to have fashioned a deadly toxin for the tips of her group's spears. I certainly wouldn't want to knock over their test tubes, Jeremy.
Bearing their opinions, the formerly rich are fighting back with a naked protest.
Our very own Robin Short was on hand earlier today when this new protest group first presented themselves.
Spokesman Wentworth Somerset Bentley said today, "They've had the shirts off our backs. They might as well have the rest of it too." And while it's easy to laugh, perhaps we should all just be pondering how desperate the formerly rich are to regain their power.
Table for 2. Johnny Hansleaves and Tiffany Lamour were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year, and this image is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Johnny's secretive hospital visits
Test
have had the
results.
rumour mill churning. I think it's safe to say that they're not looking at his school report.
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Rimington's Fist CEO Sophia Rimington.
I love that I can
today
choose which
announced
image.
a brand new product
all
that
propaganda.
already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are skeptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans are celebrating the fact that men can finally take equal responsibility for contraception, but others have expressed concerns.
Can they not be for?
And side effects.
Is that what a condom is?
With that exclusive prime ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon coming to you live from the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
Yeah, see that. Christian Britain, I know. Condoms. Oh, I'm gonna go in. At least it responds faster now to adjust the interference. That it lets me finish that first.
First tonight, after the Christmas horror caused by Mr. Snugglehugs, we have an exclusive interview with one of the victims.
Poor 7-year-old Timmy Tadlock, like so many of those affected by the Christmas bloodbath, has spent the last 3 months undergoing a series of reconstructive facial surgeries.
Last week, joyfully, he spoke for the first time since the tragedy. Tonight, he talks to us.
Before we go to the interview, however, this station would like to issue a full and frank apology for any part we may have played in the tragedy. We should never have advertised Mr. Snugglehugs.
Oh no.
Without our publicity, the sheer scale of this tragedy, and now upwards of 8,000 casualties, might have been averted.
On behalf of the night.
Oh dear, that's my fault that.
We're sorry.
In future, we will do better.
Now it's over to Robin Short at the Tadlock family home. Robin?
Thank you, Megan. I'm here with Mr. and Mrs. Tadlock and their 7-year-old son, Timothy. Thanks for spending time with us today.
Yes, well, you're bloody lucky we're spending any time with you at all. After what you lot did. Irresponsible. I mean, whose idea was this anyway?
It's all right. Wasn't your fault. As you can see, Megan, there's still a few open wounds here.
Oh my God, look at the child.
I'm going to speak to Timmy now. Hello, Timmy. Can you see me?
Mummy, who's that lady?
It's the lady from television, Timothy. She's going to ask you a few questions.
You be careful now, it upsets him to remember.
Hey, little
Don't worry,
legs.
Mr. Tadlock.
We'll get a shout
I
out.
wasn't the youngest
How you doing,
ever
Ben?
editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason. So, Timmy, can you tell us what happened to you? You had just unwrapped Mr. Snugglehugs, hadn't you? Was he under the tree?
Yes, I could smell him already. He smelled like love.
Ah, yes, that'll be the fur. It's scented with hoof.
I was so excited. I ran up to my room and gave him a big hug. He was so soft and warm, like our cat, before he got in the way of Daddy's Porsche.
And what did Mr. Snugglehugs say to you?
He blinked his real action eyes and said, "You're my very best friend."
You really will. Have you been,
But I
Ben?
sure wish Mrs. Snugglehugs was here, and she can't be, for just $89.99. And then... and then it's a general error. 41!
And is that when he burst into flames?
Careful.
And then he exploded.
Oh, look, I've asked you nicely.
And am I right in saying that one of his real action eyes is now permanently embedded in your cheek?
Yes. When I took him in at night, it glows through bandages.
Through
I know
bandages.
it's under there, staring at me.
Yeah, some of the other children have started calling him Timmy Three Eyes. And with his glasses, that's 5.
It's too many eyes, Robin.
And what's the last thing you remember before the darkness overtook you?
He looked at me with his one eye and laughed.
Poor Timmy Five Eyes.
As he burned.
It sounds very traumatic. Do you have nightmares?
All right, that's quite
you,
enough of
Timmy?
you two
Timmy?
coming in here with your camera trying to make a buck out of our suffering. I have it.
Mr. Tadlock, just a couple more questions. Timmy, do you think you will ever be what we can call
No, you've had your
normal
question.
again?
And now you. Oh, you've made him cry with all 3 of his
I
eyes.
think it'll be normal.
Do you think your parents will ever really love you again?
Right, that's it. Enough.
I'm happy, Mr. Tadlock. Oh, so there you have it, Megan. Just one of the many victims of an indescribable tragedy that has shaken our nation. Back to you.
Thank you, Robin. Harrowing stuff.
And many questions to be answered by Sophia Remington in the coming days and months, I'd wager. How will she turn this crisis around?
So, Jeremy, what are the warning signs a consumer should look out for when they're
Ah, this
spotting a
game.
dangerous
Have you played it
toy?
before, Ben?
Well, Megan, experts advise to always check for the new Advance mark, which guarantee a level of safety and quality.
Yeah, can we just get a close-up on camera 3 here? So if we take a look at this National Nightly News mug, you should see the mark just on the base of it there.
In the wake of the scandal, the government were praised for their swift response in bringing in this set of stringent checks and new products.
It certainly is good to know that someone's watching out for our families. When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
Oh, sorry, I'm bursting.
So this is you're controlling you're in charge of the news,
She's very good.
like editing and stuff.
Megan.
Yes, she